Hey guys, it's Giovanni, and I am reviewing a bag that I've wanted for a very long time. You know on this channel that I love stuff from Trakke. I think that they are fantastic. I've owned a bunch of their stuff. In fact, the bag that I think I use the most out of my entire collection is a Trakke Bairn. And this is the Bairn Pro Messenger. It is about 2 liters bigger than the Bairn. I believe the Bairn is 10 liters and this is 12 liters. But we're gonna get into a little bit of a comparison in a little bit of the 2 bags. But what I wanna do is I wanna go through this particular bag, the pockets, how it functions, why I wanted it, and what are some of the things that I liked and some of the things that I didn't like about this bag. And then I'm gonna give a final verdict as to whether or not I plan to keep this. So, like I said, I love the Bairn. I think it's one of the best messengers out there for sure. So when I saw this one come out, this is actually a version, it's a special version. It comes with the C4X wax canvas. It has more of a wet wax feel than Trakke's normal dry wax finish. So it's a little bit different than the standard version of the bag, but functionally it's exactly the same. So as you see, it has the basic Trakke Bairn look in the front. It's a little bit wider, but now the buckles are kind of hidden underneath the flap. I don't know how I feel about it, but initially I didn't like it. I actually preferred to have kind of like that, the strap coming across it and then it connecting at the top. I felt that it was more functional and I felt that it really added to the heritage vibe that it gave. This is still great. It still looks nice, but I just preferred having the extra strap come over the top and have this clipped over the top like that. I would have preferred that, but that's a nitpicky thing aside. So the bag has really big strap. It comes with a very large shoulder strap that, let me show that to you here. It comes with this giant shoulder straps. Me and my buddy Lorenzo called this like a Giant's maxi pad. It is very big. I took this off because I felt it was too big, and I don't normally pack a ton of stuff in here that I needed this kind of support. So I took it off. It was actually pretty easy to take off. And then in the back, you have something that I wish all messengers had, which was a way to grab the bag just by hand and not needing the long strap. So either something up top, but here in the Trakke, like in the Bairn, you have this in the back. So I like that. In the bottom, you have connections for now that I know it's for the stabilizer strap, because if you guys remember in the Bairn review, I was like, I have no idea what this is. I've never used it. Maybe you cinch stuff to it. And then somebody pointed out, I was like, hey man, this is for the stabilizer strap. I'm like, oh yeah, of course. So yeah, I still don't use it, but it's there if that's something that you guys want. All right, so let's get into the functionality of this bag. This comes with the Cobra buckles, automatic. I think they're standard. I don't know if you can buy them with the regular buckles, but you open it up and you get immediately this nice inner liner that Trakke uses. Really love that color, really bright. So the first thing is the quick access pockets are here, these two. Like in the regular Bairn, you have 2 quick access pockets, but they work a little bit differently here. You have this big drop pocket here, which I thought was great. It's just unorganized. It's just one giant pocket. I actually use this a couple times for a pouch that I carry with me in my EDC, or I had like a very small document. I put it in here and that worked out pretty well. But the difference between the Bairn and the Bairn Pro is that, yes, they both have these 2 pockets here, but the only way to get into the pocket in the Bairn Pro is through this zipper. And I have to be honest, I wasn't a big fan of this. I felt that there was a bit too much friction in the use. Like the zipper gets kind of fiddly when you're trying to open it and close it. I felt that because it zips and you're putting things in sideways, that you don't really maximize the space of this pocket. And even though I've been using this bag now for close to a couple months, yeah, it works. And it's nice that I don't have to fully open the bag to get to my stuff, which normally I put my wallet in here. I don't know, I just didn't like the feel of the zipper here. I would have preferred 2 drop pockets, or make one zippered and then the other a drop pocket. I don't know. I mean, I guess I just have gotten used to my way of packing things and retrieving things, that I would have preferred if these 2 big pockets would have just been drop pockets to put stuff in. I'm not a huge fan of dealing with the zippers here in this type of configuration, but that's just me. Maybe you prefer that very quick access that you can grab stuff without having to deal with Cobra buckles or anything like that. I know for me with the Bairn, what I would do is, even if this was closed, I would unbuckle one buckle and then be able to reach what I needed. That, to me, that was fine. I mean, a little frictiony, but I don't know. I just haven't gotten used to this zipper here. So yeah, so 2 pockets, both access sideways through the zipper. You have this one big pocket here. And then when you go down the inside, you have a laptop compartment that's padded that fits my Surface Laptop Studio 2, which is about 14.5 inches. Fits it just perfectly, really nice. Then you have a very big main compartment. You could fit a ton of stuff in here. I actually feel like this is bigger than 12 liters. There's a lot of space here. And then of course you have this little pocket here that's closed up with a zipper. So yeah, that's this bag. I mean, what's kind of cool about these messengers is that they're not super complicated. They're meant to get in and get out, and not a crazy ton of features. But what I do want to bring out is something that for me was a point of contention. I bought this bag primarily for 2 reasons. Number one, I needed a bag that could fit my 14.5-inch laptop. The original Bairn does not fit my new laptop, which kind of sucks. I hate it. And because of it, sometimes I regret getting that laptop, but that's not here nor there. But this bag does fit my new laptop. The other thing is that whenever I leave the house, I tend to have a drink with me. Either an energy drink or a soda, some type of bottle of some sort or can of some sort. So when there's like, hey, on the website, hey, this thing comes with bottle pockets that you can carry a bottle with you, I was like, that's awesome. I really like that feature. And I want to get this bag for that feature, because that way I can walk and have my bottle with me. But maybe you haven't even noticed, but this bag does have bottle pockets that they sit very flush to the bag. Like if you don't use them, they do not take up any space, which, you know what? Kudos to Trakke for being able to do that. But on the flip side, using these things is nigh impossible. It is impossible to use these things effectively. So what I did is I reached out to the Carryology Facebook group about my dilemma with this pocket. And some folks were like, hey man, it works perfectly for me. I have no problem. Some folks are like, hey, yeah, I do have an issue. I have to normally take something very thin with me. Okay. What I did is I wanted to dignify Trakke by getting a response directly from them. And I did get a response from them after a couple days. And the response I got was disappointing. They pretty much told me that these bottle pockets are essentially made for a specific type of bottle. I'm not sure the pronunciation of it, but it's like the Colorol bottles. They're primarily used by people who bike around a lot, but it's a very specific type of bottle that I don't think everybody uses. But it almost made me feel like, hey, you drink a soda, you're kind of less than for drinking a soda. You know, you should drink something that's a little bit thinner when you're going to use this bag. But I have to be honest, I don't remember anywhere on the website where it said that you needed to use a specific type of bottle for this. But they want you to use a specific type of bottle. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you the difficulty I have even putting a thin object into these bottle pockets. So I'm going to show you I don't have an energy drink with me, but I do have a bottle of beer, which should be thin enough for us to work it into this bottle pocket, right? Okay, so there's two bottle pockets. Let's use the one that I was primarily using that's a little bit more stretched out. So here with me, I have a bottle of Kentucky Tangerine Cream Ale. It's pretty good. A buddy of mine brought it over to the house. I liked it. So let's try to put this bottle in here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it on. And I'm gonna try to put the bottle in with me wearing this thing. So let's give that a shot. Let me put this on. Okay, so cool. So I have to kind of open this up. Okay, all right, so not super easy. Took a little bit of finagling to get that in there, but eventually I did. All right, let's use a can of soda, which admittedly, Trakke said that this bottle pocket is not made for that, but let's try it anyway. So try to put, okay. You know, it fit, but not great. But also consider that, and that's taking it out is also kind of a hassle. Let's also keep into consideration that this bag is 100% empty. So for me, with how difficult it is to use those bottle pockets, I don't ever want to use them. So to me, it's like empty space, empty features. I don't like it. I don't like the way it works. I feel like there was much better ways to implement this bottle pocket in a way that when it's not in use, it would sit flush, but when you needed to use it, that it was actually usable. I would love to see how this works with one of the bottles that they recommend. So let me do a little bit of a comparison with the Bairn. So this is my very worn Bairn in whiskey. So you can see the difference in size. Let me line them up a little bit. So you see the difference in size between the two. And you see the type of aesthetic that I like. I actually prefer this aesthetic with the buckles on top. But again, that's just me. That's, you know, it's a matter of opinion. So, and then I prefer these type of pockets instead, where I could just drop things into the top of it. I would have preferred that. You know, so had they, I know, because then Trakke's not in an easy position because if they made essentially the same bag but just bigger, people are going to be like, well, you just made the same bag but bigger. So they went a little bit more innovative. They tried to do something different, and for me, it just didn't resonate too much. I love the material of this. This C4X is really cool. It's a bit stiffer than the dry finish wax canvas that they use. It's a little bit stiffer, but man, I imagine this can be used for quite a long time. So am I going to keep this bag? Probably, but because, not so much because of the functionality, but because of the material and that it's special. Maybe at some point I might sell it, but for now I am using it. I use it whenever I need to take my big laptop with me to places. But look, let me put it this way. If you are in the market for a larger messenger, you've never used the Bairn before, and you're in the market for this, and bottle pockets aren't a huge consideration for you, you really don't care about this, then look, this bag is awesome. I think this is great. The materials are great, the craftsmanship is great, the features are great. If you're not hung up on little nitpicky nonsense like I am with like drop pockets from the top as opposed to the side, you know, if like you don't really care about those things, this bag is awesome. You know, Trakke just does good stuff. And I think that there is a space for this in the market. It just didn't resonate with me personally, and that's okay. I still love the company. I still check out all the stuff that they do. The Bairn is my #1 go-to bag out of my entire collection. The Mir collaboration is my travel bag of choice over the last couple years. You know, I love the company, but this one just didn't hit right with me, and that's cool. So, hey, if you have any questions, any clarifications, or even corrections, maybe I said something wrong, let me know. And, you know, I'd like to make sure that I get the information right. But anyways, guys, like and subscribe to the channel. I have some more stuff coming in the future. And yeah, we're going to keep going. All right, guys, see you soon. Take it easy.